Where's our screen? There's our screen right there. I should make it bigger since Mike's not here. Let me see if I can do that. Let me edit this. Edit. I cannot edit. That's as big as it go. Nope, that ain't big as it go. Uh-oh. We about to be in HD today, buddy. We about to be in HD today. There we go. Pull it up so that the chat won't kind of roll over it. Make it. There we go. All right, we good to go. You can see good?
Yeah.
Save. Update layout. All right, now we're ready to roll. We ready to roll. All right. So this first one is not yours. This first one is yours. There it is. So we'll roll through them and we'll go from there.
Let's do it.
You circling Uzi, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's a big boy right here. No help over the top.
Great play.
You and probably the best wide receiver in the game. And no panic, no nothing. Played the hands all the way through. Did not make contact. If you watch the broadcast angle of this, he did a phenomenal job of just not making contact and running into Jamal.
Ooh, love it. Put them hands over his eyes. You can't see, you can't catch.
And this is about 3 weeks straight where he's had a play like this where the ball is in the air and you don't see any panic in him. None. And that's a complete 180 from what we saw last year with Brandon Stephens, where Brandon Stephens would be in phase, do everything right. But it's this part of the catch where Brandon Stephens would just panic.
And then he didn't turn around.
Mm-hmm.
He just played the eyes. Played the eyes, played through the hands. That's textbooks right there.
That's beautiful.
What I do know is yes, he's good at the raking through too. So he don't concede catches.
Yep.
And he knows Jamar. They played together for a while.
Yeah. He came up to the Bengals.
That's a hell of a play. Love it. Love it. Keep doing your thing, Woozy.
Mm-hmm. The only Nigerian not scamming the Ravens right now.
All right. This one is mine. And this is the very first defensive play of the game. And Chris, me, you, and Mike have talked about this play all season long. Why do we continue to fall for this?
I already know what you're talking about.
We continue to fall for this. So what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? This guy right here is going to come. My bad. I got the wrong thing. This dude, he's going to come underneath the formation, and the quarterback's going to boot out. And the end man on line of scrimmage is going to have to pick somebody. And whichever one he picked, the other one's going to do something. And one time we covered both of them. I don't remember which game it was, but it was one time we covered both of them, and it didn't happen this game. So it's like this is like everybody's opening play versus us.
Mm-hmm.
If they snap it today. There we go. All right, so you got this guy coming in this gap. You got Gilman looking at 80, and you got Nate looking at 80. I really don't know what Nate looking at. We worry about eye discipline, which we lack. And so Nate, when he takes him on, Nate, you got to see what's coming. And you got to get back out there.
Yeah.
So now he in conflict. Because look at Nate. Nate's still looking at 80.
Mm-hmm.
Gilman sees what's going on, but he being blocked. Got to have better eye discipline. And on top of that, I didn't see this earlier. 89 wide open too. I mean, Kyle probably gonna get up under him, but initially, Kyle made a beeline to get up on 89.
Yep.
But we never guard this play. Go ahead.
We saw the same thing last week. It was the same thing. Like you said earlier in the year, they were getting hit by this over and over again. Then they got a little bit better. Now it seems like they're kind of falling into that same little lull of just not being as disciplined, not playing sound football. And I mean, obviously it's one play, but when teams keep running it over and over and over again, you kind of got to get your head out your ass and be like, all right, we need to be aware of this and be more disciplined of our assignments.
Right. And I didn't really have a theme this week, but as I said this, my theme might be eye discipline for the defensive plays I got. So I do know one that there's definitely some eye discipline issues, and we're looking at this. This is what this is too from Nate. I mean, if 80, if Aloha has 80, if something goes away from you, something coming back. That's a general football rule. If something go away from you and it's too easy, it's like, see, look at Nate. He holding up Gilman from him getting there.
Yep.
Switch that thing out or communicate.
We call that
Do
lost
something.
in the sauce.
Right. And they make Gilman look bad because he ran into it, but Gilman just sees the ball and trying to get to it. Nate, the only one don't see it. Look, he going this way, Gilman going this way, he going that way, he going that way, Marlon going that way. Nate, the only one trying to go this way.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Nate. I'm Lee Long. It's back on you now. Kolar.
There we go. And even 77 comes around and does a nice little job on his pull.
Okay. Kolar to the backside backer. 77 with the kick. Hey, that's some good stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody on Twitter I was tagged in something. They said, show me tape where 77 is better than 72. And I asked them how much time do they have. This is case in point right here. 72 don't do none of this. Look at just on this play. Look at 72 on the ground.
And just because you say that, right? Just because you say 77 has been playing better than Voorhees, it doesn't mean that you think 77 is a good player.
Exactly.
Exactly. That I feel like people will take that like, oh, so you think he's a good player? No, it's just they both shitty. It's just this one's a little less diarrhea.
So it's like, say you got two people that weigh a bunch of weight. The one person lose 30 pounds and the other one lose 25. They still both overweight.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
But 77 does a great job of finishing like this. He never does this. When he makes contact, it normally just like and both people stay there. The other person rarely goes with the momentum that he's taking them, except for that one. Remember, he tripped a couple years ago and then had a flat back on somebody and decleated them. Yeah. He had to block that good since then.
But the Kolar, man, he's just been every week. He's been doing his work, dirty work, and props to him because he's come a long way as a blocker.
It is blocked well. Backside backer, first color of the show. Yeah, that's blocked well. And if 72 don't fall, he's blocked. Then you got Derrick Henry one-on-one with this cat. We'll take that
all day.
Yeah, because this the dude right here that 72 is supposed to block. If he get blocked, he don't stand a chance. And we know what Geno Stone gonna do.
Get his head dribbled. And while we on 72, I read something that John Harbaugh said, about Emory Jones looking like a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is Voorhees' excuse? Voorhees has looked like a rookie since week 1. So I take what Emory Jones gave this game. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but damn it, it was not
better than 72.
Right, exactly. And the first game back, the first action, like, come on now, like, I don't know.
First NFL action ever, yeah. You sure right.
Mm-hmm.
You probably get a touchdown.
That was cool.
So this is, I got Jamar. Oh yes, Jamar Justin. We always wonder how Jamar get so open, and it's a lot of times it's routes, but he just has a good feel for playing wide receiver. Because Nate don't really do a bad job right here. It's man coverage. They're at the bottom of the screen. It's just that Joe and Jamar have played together for so long, they know each other like the back of their hand.
Mm-hmm.
This is good high-low, like they doubling him. And we all said, make sure you double Nate. He's doubled right now. Got a guy underneath playing trail technique. Got a guy over top. They try to throw it over top. That's what's going on. Run the end cut. Nate's on it.
Mm-hmm. That's what Nate was anticipating.
Yeah, he's on it. But we don't get no freaking pass rush. And now scramble drill comes. And at this point, Aloha's doing what he's supposed to do over top of it. Nate's underneath it. But because we don't get no pressure, and the route was taking you in, one step pivot, and look at all this green grass he got.
Yep.
So ain't much Nate can do right here. It's just That was good defense. The offense was just that's my Steph Curry analogy. I always go back to. I can play Steph Curry right to the timeline, and just because he taking and shoot over my head, that don't mean I play bad defense.
Right.
I just mean his offense was better, and that's what this was. Because I thought Nate was getting cooked on this play, but when I broke it down, like no.
And what do they say? Good offense beats good defense.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. All right, we got another one for you, Starks.
I think this is the Roquan play.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
I don't know what he was looking at. Like I don't know what made him shade over to that side. Like Roquan is going down the field, and you're supposed to be in the middle of the field. Like
this got to be miscommunication, Chris, because the way he dropping, he thinks he's a half field safety.
Right, and it doesn't make sense at all to me. And Rowe, I give credit to Rowe because he got his fat ass out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is miscommunication because this looks like 2 at the bottom, and something I don't know what. Because even if whoever this is Awuzie, so even if he was the other safety, there's no corner here because there's Marlon right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. It's already a cluster. Just on the call. Are you trying to combo like play a man one side and some kind of zone the other? Possibly. We probably could have got too cute on this. Because I mean, the way it's paused, look at all this open space that this dude got to run away from Rowe.
Mm-hmm.
You never should have that much of the field undefended. I ain't even paid attention. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way he opened up and sprinted out of there, he sprinted to that hash. To that half, like that's what he had.
I don't know if he didn't get the right call, but it was not good at all.
Right. And what Tampa did? That's Tampa down there, right? And the teacher Tampa, yeah. How did he defend? The way he dropping like it's 3. Because Tampa getting straight back. I mean, his eyes are on the receiver through the quarterback. So Tampa dropping like it's straight 3. So now you basically got 2 people in this bottom hash. Malachi had to mess up.
That's what I'm thinking.
But what makes me defend Malachi is Roquan doing the Tampa 2 coverage. You know, where you carry the number receivers,
mm-hmm.
You carry that second receiver. That lends me to think some version of 2. But the way Tampa dropping, it looks like 3, and then this dude Awuzie is playing man. It's a head scratcher.
Yeah,
they took advantage of it.
That's when you got to be in the building to know exactly what the hell was going on.
Yeah, that's a lot of nothing going on right there. That's what Gilman do. Gilman blitzes and Marlon blitzes. Chris, you see that?
What Perrine? Gilman. Perrine gave him like a little push.
Dog, you can't let that. You got that close. You got to affect the throw some kind of way. At least try to slap the back of the hand or something. But you'll change the direction. You'll change direction on 3.
And it's frustrating as hell to send the blitz and not even get a hair
right
on the dude.
Did they max pro? They got the extra tight. Yeah, they max pro because 89 is blocking Hamilton. He a tight end or a fullback, and then P. Ryan big as a fullback. But they blocked 7, sent 3 on the route, and hit a home run on it. Great throw though. I can't take that from him. Great throw. Because Rowe was busting his butt. I got to give Rowe credit.
He got out there.
He was busting his butt. All right, this one is mine. So, talking about paying this dude. And for a while, he was the most consistent guy we got next to Ronnie. But Ronnie was kind of inconsistent too because of his injuries. But I'm starting to see this more and more. And I don't know if this is a byproduct of the trash that's beside him or he's regressing as well. But you see this from Lindy more and more. Just straight up whiff. Head down. Look, head down. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm gonna make it where you can't see it. Watch it. Head down. You can't hit what you can't see.
Yep.
And I remember like DJ Reader and big strong guys like that would probably give him problems. But this ain't even the problem I'm talking about. The problem I'm talking about is them just running through him. This is a good defensive move. And so now it puts Emory in conflict because now Emory got to help you. And so now they have numbers. Let me take the circle off and you'll see the numbers. Now they got numbers. They're going to have an extra backer because Emory had to help you.
And I get the whole not having two top guards or even average guards at that being a detriment to his game. But if you watch the film week in, week out, there are times where it's one-on-one assignments and he's not doing his job. So you can't put that just on the guards. I mean, the guards are a factor, but it isn't the end all be all because when it's a one-on-one and you on your man and it's just you and him mano a mano, you need to make that block.
Yep.
And unfortunately, this year we've seen him lose a lot of those battles. Not a lot, but we've seen him lose his fair share of those battles. And for somebody who wants to get elite center money, you got to give me elite play when it's mano a mano.
Mm-hmm. Let's check out the client for a minute. Client got his hands in the wrong spot. I rarely see him try to refit. And he tried to refit in the right spot. Yeah, I rarely see him try to refit.
I got one of those coming up in my clips too of him and his hands.
Maybe they finally listening. This is one of yours. So we for the most part they alternating because I tried to label mine to remember what I was thinking. But they're gonna be kind of alternating in here. You got Bateman right here.
No, that's Fontes.
Oh, I might have this one too. Oh no, this ain't the one I got. So he got multiple ones then.
Oh yeah, this is you got to get this one. Like you have to catch it. You have to come down with this, and it is a great throw from Lamar.
Look at the separation from when dude think he run the out. It's like Ted's another gear.
Yeah, I wish Lamar would have let him a little bit more, but you got to catch that.
Yeah,
you're NFL wide receivers in your hands. You got the guy beat. You need to come down with this, and it's just like you're not Zay Flowers. You're not 5'9". You got to go up, extend. Because he has, I think he's only like 6'1", but he has incredible length with it, as far as his reach. But you gotta come down with that.
If this ain't dropping it in the bucket. Now I do understand that technically this is pass interference, technically, but that don't matter.
Right. Well, you Devontae Walker, you're probably not gonna get this.
Yeah. Right there, you got both hands on the ball. You got both hands on the ball right there. You got the ball right there. You got the ball right there. You got to finish. You got enough time to make sure that ball's secure. At least if it's just stuck to your chest, you got to finish the play. Now,
I hope what does not happen is they have him inactive again because he kind of had two blunders, in my opinion, in this game. Mm-hmm. I hope they don't inactivate him because he's not going to learn like that. A guy that has limited reps the way that he does, barely got run last year, barely getting run this year. You got to let him make these mistakes and then give him another shot. Yep. Yeah, give him another shot. Don't inactivate him because that route, that separation that he had, that was some good stuff right there.
That was crazy.
That's something that the Ravens do not have on this roster.
Exactly. And which was the original plan I said they should have had for him his rookie year when they didn't play him at all. Mm-hmm. Just to do this stuff, just the threat of him running deep. Look at all your underneath access you got. Look how much room Likely got. Look how much room. Look Zay on the backside. I know Zay ain't no Reed, but I'm just saying. You got a guy that can burn, and they got to have a safety over top of him. And then you got Zay over here working free. That means you got to have a second safety. That opens up everything underneath and your run game. But you got to have a speedster out there. And D-Hop just ain't that. You can't. D-Hop 50-50 balls, they still 50-50 if he can get his hand on it, but he ain't running away from nobody. and everybody looking for the short route on him. They started trying to jump the short route, but you just got to keep him on the field for just a threat.
I agree.
That is what he's running away from that cat. Is that Hill? I mean, not Hill. Is that 20 from Michigan?
Turner.
Yeah, is that Turner?
I couldn't tell.
This 23. I don't know who 23 is. Not Michael Jordan. All right, this one is mine. It said, all right, this is where I don't think they trust the O-line, and it kind of shows. Got your double team, and I think this is one of the few times we ran duo, which with the video I got coming out, this is, what we gonna probably need to run this week. This is one of the few times we ran duo. I just don't think he trusts the O-line because you got your double team with Linderbaum and Voorhees right here. You got one right here with Falele and Rosengarten, and both of them they look good. They look good. So right now, Derek look like he got options. Both of them gonna come off the linebacker. See, Linden come off the linebacker, and then Falele come off the linebacker too. Falele and Rosengarten. My thing is Derek. That's it right there. But I think he's making a decision before it even happened because he don't really trust him. If you get the ball, Duo's supposed to bend back. If you ain't got immediate hold downhill, it's bending back. Duo never hits front side.
Yeah, he like you said, he just might not trust that Rosengarten's gonna get out there for 49. Because you see 49 flash right there, and then he's probably like, oh damn, I don't know if Rosengarten's gonna get to him.
Right. And that's the trust I'm saying. Not saying that he's wrong for saying that, but you gotta trust him. You got to.
Yeah.
And if they don't do their job, then that's on them, but you gotta trust them. Because you got your edge guys coming down. You see you got Bate and D-Hop trying to clear it out. If he because I feel like he could run through that arm tackle, and then he 1-on-1 with 27.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, that comes with trusting them to do what they are paid to do, and they just don't do it consistent enough. Somebody said something yesterday, I think, when we was on consistently inconsistent. Them words for our team has been sticking with me. All right, we got one for yours. You circle. Is that Travis Jones, maybe? Oh Lord!
Yeah, this was the fumble.
Oh Lord!
A lot of people didn't stick around for this one.
Let me blow you up, Travis. Big Za. Real time. Ghost. Dude, that big don't supposed to be able to move like that.
That's beautiful.
Be able to move like that. He could have tackled both of them if he had to.
And
take this ball.
If we got an extension notification, I wish it would have been for him.
Agreed. I know DDSQ agreed too.
Man, I hope they bring this dude back, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a mistake not to.
Because I know you probably agree. We have not seen the best of him yet.
Agreed. I agree too.
He's scratching the surface, and he has a little annoying nagging injuries, but man, he's not.
This is so impressive, man. It's almost the way it works on a dummy is how it worked right here, and that should never happen. That's crazy. You know who he looked like? Who 63 looked like? Al 72.
Playing Twister.
Right. That's big Za, baby. That's top notch right there.
Yeah.
Let me see. Cincy good late run. The way this was blocked up. I just feel like this was a great disguise by coming down late for Chico Stone. And by him coming down late, that threw off the blocking numbers, which confused our offensive line. You see Tyler he declared 49 Mike.
Mm-hmm.
They changed it to whatever, still declaring 49 Mike. Now watch Gino. Now, if Tyler can see this, 42 will probably be declared Mike. Then they work even further over. But because they don't, nobody really even looks at nobody even looking at Geno Stone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna put Ricard having to block two people. Geno Stone, who they didn't account for, and 42. Because if they had identified 42 as the Mike, they would have went straight to 42. They would have went straight here, kicked him out. Rosenquist would have led him on here, and we would have had a play. But because they identified it the other way, now you got a free guy. Because they identified 49, so now he's trying to work the 49. He going out. Now you got two guys sitting in the hole waiting on a fullback.
And I feel like that's something the Bengals did a good job of this game, is just keeping them off balance as far as the line and Lamar being able to account for which players are coming from where to set the protection. And I have a clip in here too where they got fooled. They all got fooled. I thought the Bengals did a good job.
Now they outnumber us, and it's just a good, good late delay or whatever coming from deep. Now the thing is, it's pros and cons to everything. Because just let's say this was a play action right behind your head. Now Geno Stone left that alley wide. It's the chess game between the OC and the DC.
And our OC has been playing, I can't even say checkers. That motherfucker's playing tic-tac-toe by himself.
No, he's on the chessboard, but they got him playing with checkers. that makes sense.
Yeah.
He on the chessboard. They just got him playing with some checkers out there. All right, it's 8.
It was before I read what Lamar said about this play, because I was wondering. I'm like, why? Because if you go back to the other view, Zay is running wide open, and you see Lamar looking at him, but Lamar brings the ball back down for whatever reason.
That's not Zay at the bottom. Oh, he's at the top.
No, he's not at the. Yeah, he's at the top.
Oh yeah, right there. Okay.
And Lamar sees him, and Lamar gets ready to throw to him, and for whatever reason, like at the time when I'm watching this, I'm like, why the hell did he not throw it? Like, he's wide open. So what Lamar said is he didn't know if there was a robber in the middle of the field. He thought he was kind of he didn't know if he had the clear path to throw the ball. So that's why he brought it back down. So I think he might have been looking elsewhere in that direction. I don't know if he's looking up top for.
Looks like he's looking Bateman for Rasheen Ali and Bateman. Ted's at the bottom. That's what right here. Looks like he's looking at the bottom.
But then when he comes back around, he twists his head back around
right there.
And then I don't know if he's looking deep for Tez, and then he sees that Tez is doubled, and then his eyes maybe come back down to Zay, but he's not comfortable with it because he doesn't know if that backer is just hiding right there, waiting to pick him up.
Right here.
So he said that's the reason why he brought it back down.
Yeah, because it's tough to be all the way over here trying to get to this one. Then your stacking up third, whatever the next in the progression is way up here. That's tough. It's tough. You fix your eyes, and then you get all these different colors that may flash on you. That's tough. But I will say, like I mentioned it earlier, kudos to the O-line on this play. Initially, because you're looking at let's see how long this run. 1 second. All right. I'll give you real time from the snap. All right, snapped at 28:33. I'm sorry, 23:05. So that's 5 seconds. That's more than enough time to do what you need to do as a quarterback. You play 7-on-7, you only get 4. And that's with no O-line. Let's see. Can you see what maybe flash from this angle? You got me, Chris?
Yeah, I'm
okay. Now look back. Yeah, Chris. Okay, Lamar. Okay. Oh, this is the great view right here. It's a lot of green in the left field right there, buddy.
Yep. I know in hindsight he wish he would have let that thing go, but In the game, I mean, I get it. You know, he wasn't comfortable with it because he didn't. It just seemed like he wasn't seeing the field clearly.
Mhm.
That
Especially,
game,
especially after them couple missed throws, it's like his mental
yeah.
was trying to force it and just going out there having fun.
And then I'm glad he came out and said that because it's like, yeah, you know, when things aren't going well, what do? You start second guessing yourself. Am I making the right decision? Do I feel comfortable putting this ball in you know, in this area? You know,
Hmm.
when you playing loose and free, you don't have those second guesses.
Right. Just like on one of the short I did on YouTube about him pulling the ball when Derrick Henry had a huge hole.
Mm,
You started playing them games with yourself and be like, well, I'm just gonna pull it because I'm a better athlete than him. Which in hindsight, you probably are, but the rules are the rules for a reason.
mhm.
Because if they holding back watching you, they outnumbered in the blocking scheme. If the blocking scheme right, Derrick Henry had a whole alley to himself. And
Yeah.
if somebody said under the short that he after that play he went to the sideline, asked somebody why didn't he give it? Because he had a gaping hole.
Mm,
But speaking of Derrick Henry, this one right here for me is I just feel like he don't trust it and like he's kind of second guessing them as well. It's like right there.
yeah.
Then he runs, he misses the big hole, runs right up Falele's back. So even if you don't go through, where I'm thinking you should go right there, you still got that option. There's no way you should hit 77 in the back to me. It's either he just don't trust him or he's something. 'Cause I do understand this dude coming from the backside, but if he's straight down here, he ain't touching Derrick Henry because he's gonna run through that little arm tackle.
Mhm.
But to run it right up the back of seven, and it ain't like 77 moving now. They just standing there pity patty.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I know when I watch a tape, I don't expect to see O line moving people.
Not no more.
Not not
Since
not
since
this not this
19.
not this Ravens O line. I don't expect them to move. I'm watching college tape right now, and when I watch college players and I see them moving people out of the way, I'm like, wow,
So that's what it's like.
I haven't seen this in so long.
Yeah, I think he had trust issues with the offensive line as well. Because, like I said, I could see if they were, like you said, moving somebody and then one person went one way and he guessed the wrong way. But this is pretty much two open gaps. Hit one of them, not the big purple gap, man. So even if they are playing better now,
And Keaton is that player. If you take one false step, he's gonna
y'all.
make you pay.
Oh, I was so excited when I saw this watching this. Ooh, I was so excited when I saw that. Ooh, we say. Then try to pancake. Love it.
Yeah, I think I tweeted after this one. Give him some reps at guard.
Love it. But like you got the end zone? Yes.
Hmm.
49, you take one step, it's over with. Oh, you took three. You took three.
But it did like this is the kind of stuff that Monken needs to get into, like
Hmm.
misdirection, play action, get the defense flowing one way, and hit them over the top with something else. There just hasn't been a lot of creativity when it comes to getting defenses off balance, and I don't get it because I feel like the year before last year he did such a good job of that, of just keeping defenses off balance and not having them comfortable knowing what's going to come next. And
All
this
right.
season is like that's just been gone for whatever reason.
On this one, I got likely tripping. So this is the fumble.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. And it was such a good catch too.
It was the
This was a
whole
tough catch.
everything was that's why I put on because everything looks great. Everything. Got pivot return for likely. O-line making a decent pocket. 77 trying to find work. Lamar don't just take off. He, get his eyes up, find an open guy, throws a dart on the move, run after the catch, and everything but that. Which, and a lot of people say that he was, after he jumped over this dude, he was bobbing the ball. I beg to differ. I think he was about to go dive or do something, and when he just mishandled the ball. But back what we talking about, Mark can't do this.
No, no.
Great play, terrible ending.
And who knows what happens, because the Ravens were building momentum at this point of the game.
So we made it 14-6.
It was, this changed the whole complexion of the game. Like you
Agreed.
could just feel it. And obviously we saw the avalanche of mistakes that just kept coming throughout the whole game, and it sucks that such a great play turned into such a horrible one.
Yep. Like you said, changed the whole complexion of the game. You got another Woozier.
Oh yeah, this one.
Oh,
Bam.
Cheeto.
That's nice.
Cheeto. Take them cuffs off of him.
That's beautiful right there. That's a seatbelt right there.
Take them cuffs off of him. Got that man in solitary. Left hand where it's supposed to be without the turn. Right hand extended. Oh man, that's nice.
Yeah, that's teach tape right there.
That's nice. That boy, that was a quietly really good signing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Just hasn't been healthy the last couple of years.
This is what we thought Jair was going to be doing.
Right. Not Jair doing what we doing. Chill. All right. So I know we Ravens fans, but when you see good receiver play, you gotta talk about it. So this is good receiver play and horrible DB play by Marlon Humphreys. So watch Jamar stem him inside to widen him out because he know where he want to go. Marlon bites on it, even though he in zone. And then as soon as he flattens out, Marlon realizes, oh snap, I got to get over top. I got to turn and run. So now Jamar's already getting back outside and Marlon's hips are inside. At this point, it's a mismatch. As a DB, you never want to be in this spot right here. ever. Let me make it bigger for y'all. This is the same picture I put on Twitter. You never want to be right here. Matter of fact, I had this spot up in my class today, and I called one of the kids that play football, and I say, "What'd you play?" He was like, "Receiver." I said, "If you ever get a DB right here, you can do whatever you want to him." He's like, "What you mean?" I said, "You can run an in route, you can run a post route, you can stop and call his mama, whatever you want to do to him right here, you got it." And but this, you never want to be in this situation as a DB because now you got to find the man and find the ball while he running full speed. So he finds the man. But at this point, if he leaving.
And I'm going to take Jamar tracking over Marlon Humphrey tracking any day.
All day, every day. Now, another key point. So Jamar makes his catch. But, some of us, and some more than others, about officiating. Marlon has closed the space and is trying to play the ball. Where'd that added separation come from after this extended arm right there? That wasn't speed separation. That's a push. Now, great play. They rarely call it, but if you're going to call it, I just want you to be consistent.
Right.
And the point I'm trying to make is Zay shouldn't have, if that's not one, Zay shouldn't have been one.
I agree.
Got to have some consistency.
And Zay's arm is like 2 pounds compared to Jamar Chase's arm.
Exactly. But that he stacked that boy so good.
Oh yeah. So yesterday we were on a roundup. You spoke about Lamar just taking what the defense gives you
and
doing that a little bit more. And this is a perfect example of it right here. Just take what the defense gives you. Is you never know. We saw it this game early with Joe Burrow where he was just dinking and dunking, and sometimes they make a play, but what do they say? You never go broke taking a profit.
Right. And Chris, this is 1st and 5, 10. This is 1st and 20.
Right. Just get some kind of positive yardage. And obviously, he takes it and he does a hell of a lot with it. But, I want to see Lamar tap into this a little bit more and just, it may not be the
big game hunting.
Big game hunting that's in his DNA. We know
Mhm.
that go back to Louisville and watch his Louisville tape, and that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see Lamar big game hunting. And you don't want to take that away from him because that's something that makes him special. But in
Mhm.
certain situations, you got to take what the defense gives you, even if it's a quick little 2-yard pass, 3-yard pass. Take it. Hey, look, something might happen like this.
Right. But like Shadour's first touchdown pass was a screen pass, basically. But in the books is gonna say TD pass.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is here. Play action. Oh yeah, we've been tapping into this a little bit lately too. Getting recording now with the traditional sets and throwing either bang eights, the slant stuff or whatever. This one is the Kolar because last week it was
the first play, right?
Might have been first quarter, 1st and 10, 9. It's about right because they had the ball first, so it could be first play. Get them linebackers up, on time, ball out.
Yeah, I have this one. I have this one too.
That's great football right there. It's old school. This is West Coast to the T. Get your drop, get your head around, ball out.
I remember what you said about that Geno play earlier where he was creeping up and they didn't account for him.
Oh, yep.
Look at what Geno was doing.
There it is.
He was creeping up just a little bit.
So like their guy won so if this was the first play, we won this one, and then they countered us later on and with a good run fit. But I love when we do this. But the only thing I don't like about it is we show it early and then I never really see it again, or I just don't catch it.
Yeah, I think they need to lean into it a bit more. Hey, is it 2 in a row?
Yep. Yep. It was back to back. There it is. Ball out. Gone. Yeah, that was back to back. I had been pressing the button a couple times, like I ain't moved. I ain't realized. All right, this is another one of yours.
Oh, this is okay. This is the one I was talking about with his hands.
Way outside.
Look at it, but look.
Dog, see, look at Voorhees. That's the minimum where your hand should be. And I understand Ronnie's trying to get depth in the kick, so I see why his is wide, but 77 ain't kicking.
I don't understand it. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. When I watch him, when I watch them, a lot of it just does not make sense to me. And again, like, I'm not going to sit here and understand that like I know what is going on in those meetings with the position coaches. I don't know what Warhop is doing, but it's just the only evidence we have is what's on the field. And what's on the field is whatever's being taught in the classroom is not being translated onto the field because all 5 of these dudes have regressed in some way or another. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Look at Voorhees' hands too, because I was bragging about his hands being in the right spot, but right at the moment impact, look where they go, wide.
But it's been all year, and it's not just them two either.
Right?
It's not. We've seen Rosengarten do it. We've seen Linderbaum do it. We've seen it happen with Ronnie. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I don't think Warhop is it, to be honest.
Yeah, I used to, try to, hold him down. No, not no more. You gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah, not when all 5 guys regress that way. It's obviously something that's going on with that position,
right?
That position room.
All right, I think this is another one of yours, Derrick Henry.
Oh, this is a touchdown run.
Oh, I got this one too.
Whew. And then
that's
vision. So that right there, that's trust. Because this is not blocked up perfectly
at all. at all.
This is feel. This is trust.
Because Mark gets his anus whooped. And then Rosengarten gets lucky. But everybody else straight.
That's crazy.
The crazy thing is these the kind of cuts you expect the smaller backs to get out of, like a Keaton or somebody with elite athleticism. How he gets through this is crazy.
The vision, man. Like people always want to talk about how big he is and how fast he is for his size, but man, don't discredit this dude's vision because he makes some crazy cuts in the hole, and like you said, in spaces that a dude that's 6'4", 250, whatever the hell he weighs, should not be fitting into.
And then the ability to turn the jets back on. And the balance. That's a grown man. Yeah. That's a people talking about, no, we ain't getting into that. Get this man the ball. Get this man the ball. Let him tap out before you take him out.
Yeah, for sure.
So I had a question on this one, and this is about Roquan. And my comment, it says, why wait? Okay, he got the ball now. Why not? Why are you not triggering? Okay, he took a step towards you. You ain't coming forward. He took another step forward. You ain't coming forward. You never came forward. What are you waiting on? What? The thing is, if you do get blocked, hold on, I messed up. If you do get blocked, when you trigger, it's gonna be right here and to make a miss. If you stay back there and get blocked, the hole's wider. What you from the very first snap to the very last snap? What are you waiting on?
I gotta break down and really get my butt into this tackle.
Right.
This is a small back.
This is great. I was like, what you waiting on? An invitation? I was like, what are you doing? Are you the rah guy or what?
Oh, this Nate. Don't die. I love that. Earlier in the year, I forget which game it was, but there was a scramble drill where Nate kind of fell asleep a little bit. It might have been the Buffalo game. Yeah, it might have been that game where Nate kind of fell asleep a little bit. And when you got a guy like Josh Allen who can extend the play, you wait till you hear the whistle multiple times. That's when you stop guarding whoever you're guarding. And Nate right here, he did a hell of a job of just staying in phase throughout the whole route, because this is a lot of time to be covering somebody one-on-one in the end zone. And Nate did a hell of a job to break this one up and stay with who was it, Iosivas?
If it's 80, yes. Yes, that's Iosivas. Yep. Don't panic.
Oh,
trust your instincts, trust your speed, trust your technique.
And also shout out to him, because I don't know what the hell he did, but that injury that he had, he's already back practicing. So props to him.
Right. So we already did the Henry TD. So it's another one of yours.
Oh, this is the likely.
That's a touchdown. Okay, we'll keep going. All right, this one I got Tez, and this is probably the other Tez play. Well, I feel like he has to make the play.
Yeah.
Look what he do to the DB.
And I just noticed
he got Geno Stone in the exact same spot I just talked about. Jamar had Marlon. At no point should you run into the DB right here, Tez. At no point should you run up his back. He can't see you, and he falls.
He's stumbling. Jesus.
You can't run into him, Tez.
And that's the problem with Tez Well, from what I saw with him as a prospect was the nuances of playing the wide receiver position. He just didn't have them down. He was fast, yeah, but when he played against corners who were just as fast, like when he went up against Nate Wiggins clamped all of that because he could not, other than running straight, there was nothing that Tez could offer. And so Nate knew that, and Nate was like, "Yeah, I'm fast too. Like there's nothing you
Right.
could do." Um, but getting those little nuances of the wide receiver position, I've always felt like that's going to take a little bit of time for him to get. But when you got him on ice, I mean, how do you pick up those little nuances? I mean, it's hard to do it just in practice alone. So,
Right.
this is a good, like I said with the other clip that that we highlighted. These mistakes, like, don't let them be the thing that drives him to the bench or drives him to not get in the uniform on game day, because these things are going to make him better.
Mm-hmm.
Putting him on the bench is not going to make him better at all. He needs to learn these things on the job training.
DDSQ say Tez need to go to South Florida to work out with Ocho. Let's see, we got another one. You got, yes,
Oh, yeah,
everybody's
everybody,
circling.
everybody. This is what we spoke about when you brought up the Geno play.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody messed up.
Yes.
Um, it could be Lamar, could be the O line, but this needs to be adjusted here because when you got all of these dudes up on the line, this cannot happen. You cannot have a free rusher when you got all of these dudes on the line.
Chris, I actually think it's blocked right. Lamar, because they bring more than we're blocking, Lamar's responsible for the guy that hits him.
Yeah, you're responsible for the free guy if you see everybody else is there. That's
Because
that
right
I
at this
that,
point, everybody's engaged in somebody. Because the thing is, we releasing the back, so we ain't got enough blockers.
but
But
even
they
so,
do drop out late. Go ahead, my bad.
even so, you got to make that adjustment. Like, because Lamar's completely fooled here.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar does not even anticipate that this dude is going to be free. That's
At
a
all
that's a mental mistake. Like you
from
like
somebody, right?
like you got to have that down pat. And John Gruden, he always says it, when you see the free rusher that's on the end of the line, that's usually the quarterback's
Mm-hmm.
responsibility. And if you see that, you got to, hey, bring somebody else in, whether it's the running back chipping or something. You got to make that adjustment
Mm-hmm.
because this was a crucial play right here that took them out of field goal range.
I think somebody asked, well, why Ryan ain't blocking? Well, he got to block the innermost guy. If he
Right.
got two people, he always got to go to the innermost guy.
Yeah, that was very.
And this is from the receiver aspect. Even though that dude's free, the ball should be out right here to Zay because it's a snag. And as soon as Geno Stone let him loose, Zay show his numbers, ball out. And you're probably gonna take the hit because sometimes quarterbacks get hit, but you gotta trust what's going on. And the thing is, if he couldn't throw side arm, he threw interception side arm last week, whatever. On one hit arm angles. You throw it in anticipation a lot of times. You get it out.
Yeah.
Get it out.
I mean, we saw it a lot versus the Vikings.
Mm-hmm. All right. I got this is Malachi for me. Just a great play by the rookie at the line of scrimmage in some kind of bear front. Just seeing a gap, exploding through it. Not waiting like somebody else that's supposed to be the captain. Getting upfield, making a great individual tackle. And not just blindly because I'm at the line of scrimmage running into an offensive lineman. If he gonna block you, make him come block you.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's really Orlando Brown's responsibility to block him, use the speed.
Yeah.
But he ain't just running to Orlando Brown and be like, block me.
Yeah.
So he learning, getting better with reps. It's the fumble. No, this ain't the fumble.
Mm-mm. No, he made a hell of a play, and then Likely too. This is another part of Likely's game is that he's very good with this backyard freestyle
Yes.
type of football, and we know Lamar, he likes to play that kind of way. We see that chemistry that he has with Zay when it's
Mm-hmm.
a broken play, and well, both Zays obviously,
Right.
because I Likely he's look at what he does. I mean,
Whoop de doo. Well, I'm gonna
I,
find grass.
I don't want to go back to the contract, but it's just it makes you scratch your head.
Yep. Sure does. We got one on-time football player as a receiver, and that is Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a playground passing game for the most part. It flourishes in the playground style. But we only got one dude that can play on time, and this stuff just ain't fitting him.
Mm-hmm.
But the ability for this dude just to stay active, keep the play alive, ain't very many that can do it like that, and for that long.
It's been a blessing and a curse because the front office lean on him to be able to make these kind of plays, and that's how they justify not investing in the offensive line more. Because he'll fix it. He'll hide those issues.
Right. Watch how he realizes that he got to throw across his body, and he reset his feet. Stop. Bam. Set my feet with a dude right. So back to my point about the last play.
Mm-hmm.
You make this throw with a dude right in your face, and it's 60 yards down the field. The one that Zay was 4 yards. With
on the
perfect
money.
accuracy.
On the money.
With perfect accuracy. Just play ball, dog. Don't worry about what's going on. When you're in your head, you're your worst critic. But when you just out there having fun, you the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, unsound defense for us. So I ain't put the end zone view on here. But what it is when I looked at it from the end zone view, that's what my little analysis came from. You got center, guard, tackle, tight end. So on this side of the ball for us, all we got is I think that's maybe a one technique, a 7, and then this backer. They got an extra gap. So we got an A gap player, we got a B gap player, and then nobody has C because Lawson got D. So watch when the play happens, because we don't have sound defense. Everybody goes to that gap. We have nobody filling this C gap, unless you expecting Gilman to do it from deep safety. And we allow easy yardage just because we unsound. We don't have great gap integrity. Because pre-snap, you just unaligned. You ain't sound. And they just run to the bubble and nobody misses the block. Free yardage. And that was 2nd and 10, so they was looking at like a 3rd and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one says eye discipline. Trying to think. I think it's on Marlon. Yeah, eye discipline on Marlon.
Was this the blitz? Oh yeah, this was the blitz, I think. Oh no.
So
no.
Somebody has to have 89. I'm assuming you're not dropping Jones. So what are you doing? Where your eyes going, Marlon?
Oh.
You so confused right now. You don't know who to get. Because I'm almost 100% sure Dre Jones ain't dropping. The way he fires off on the tight end. Dre don't have a coverage responsibility. 44 does. So what?
Undisciplined. Not doing your job.
Yep. Little stuff. It adds up. Little stuff adds up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's Kyle. That's hard to do. Like that looks simple. That is hard to do. to get through
I
that.
remember that play.
There are basketball players who can't get through screens like that.
You got to be able to appreciate it from this angle. But the TV angle was great. Going under one screen, not touching the dude, but still being in the hip pocket of your guy. That's tough. This is the epitome of getting skinny.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Was this a fourth down play?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the drive they got the ball. It might have been they had something first and goal or something and didn't score.
Maybe after the Lamar fumble?
Maybe. Yeah, this was fourth down.
That's a hell of a job, man.
That dude. What's wrong with Orlando Brown feet?
He always got that I got his shit pose.
Look at that. They diving together. Dual image.
That's so hard to do. Like, I don't think people understand how hard it is to get through that.
You got Marlo on this one.
Yeah, this one was great. Great anticipation here. He timed it up very well. I really like this play from him.
Out of nowhere. You don't even see him yet.
And again, we talk about being fooled, and it's completely fooled Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
He did not anticipate that that Marlon was going to be a rusher on this one. And look at Perine. Perine almost dropped his jock strap trying to get back in.
Yeah, that's a good disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nate was coming too.
And you don't want Nate hitting you
at all.
Big dog.
1, 2, 3, 4. So we brought 6.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I was gonna go with the way that this line was rushing that day.
They were terrible that day. They were completely trash that day.
It was like they had Velcro on them.
All right, that was our last one right there. So appreciate you guys on X that are watching. It's 364 of y'all. If y'all don't follow me at on YouTube, go to Sip to Tally Films on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. My buddy here is with the Deep Cover Pod, same way you say it. Go subscribe to him as well. And I appreciate you, Twitter/X, for rocking with us, and YouTube. Once I juice it up, we'll be over there to you. I appreciate y'all, man. Probably was more than that, Chris, but it's 365 now.
Doing them numbers.